side tonight, an Oilers team obviously feeling it right now.
Yeah, they're playing very well. Obviously, you're well aware of their elite players, so lots of reasons why you need to be at your best.
What do you want your top guys to remember and maybe take away from the Colorado matchup that can fuel them or help them here tonight?
Just making sure that how where you need to be when it's time to defend and check, but also just how much harder the puck is to come by and how much you need to value it when you do get a chance to get it. That's really it. I do think coming off that Colorado game, it helps us for this one here in terms of the preparation. Different teams and such, but there's certainly similarities there in terms of effectiveness on special teams and then with elite caliber players. So. Yeah, they got lots of confidence. They've put together a nice couple months here, and we're going to have to be at our best. And in these situations in the past, we have been. So I look forward to competing tonight.
What does it mean to have Joe Woll on the trip?
It just means he's one step further. He's not going to be playing on this trip. I don't even expect to see him in practices on this trip. So he's just here just to continue to work with Curtis and be around the guys.
How would you assess Bertuzzi's game lately?
I think, I would say inconsistent. I would say, for me, it's taken him a while to get going in each game that we've played here of late. I think when the game gets going, he's in it. He's competitive at times. The game gets away from him a little bit early, but to me, Bert has played good hockey for us here for a good stretch of time now, and it seems the harder, more competitive, and more important the game is, the better we get from him. Not the game in Colorado, there's a bit of an exception there, but he has been played very good for us. So he's an important guy.
Is there something more you want to see from Matt Nyes as he moves up and down the lineup?
Not necessarily. I think it's just we're seeing a young player that's adjusting to the league. He's been playing a lot with Matthews on the top line, which comes with it. The top matchups, top D pairs. It's challenging, and then we've talked about this throughout the season. You're still adjusting to the pace of the league. I don't know where exactly he's at, but he's probably already here at the midway point for us. He's probably already played as many or more games than you're going to play in a college season. There's a lot of things that are happening for a young guy. So sometimes just taking a step back, can help him. I look back to he was sick at one time not too long ago and came back from that and was probably ready to play, but I just felt giving him an extra day could help him. And then he came back, after just missing one game extra from being sick, was shot out of a cannon when we played. I think it was Pittsburgh after that, and it just shows at times the young guy, if you take a step backwards, it can help him just manage everything that comes with being a first-year NHL player, first-year pro.
College, they practice all the time, and we play on the weekends. In the NHL, you play all the time, you hardly practice. Is that difficult for a player?
Yeah, I think so, for sure. European players maybe not as much, but similar. American League players in some cases, they play a lot of games, but you're playing on weekends and lots of practice time, lots of time to refine your game, lots of time to adjust your game or work at something that you might be struggling with. The NHL, the pace of it doesn't allow for much of that. You've got to be mentally tough. You've got to adjust through video. You've got to manage and take care of your body. These are all things that players have to go through. Most of them will go through that in the American League. A player of Nye's ability, warrants him to be in the NHL, but it doesn't mean he's still not a young, developing guy.
I'm surprised that Hyman can score 26 goals halfway through the season.
Hyman's he's always had good touch around the net. He knows how to get to the right spots, and he's playing with the right guy to get the puck right where he needs it. So, in that sense, I'm not surprised. But then he's a relentless player. So when he gets confident and all of that, he's going to be dangerous.